one that I know in talking to her is cyber attacks. We've seen these happen, and they just sort of take out. It's almost like a grid. They take out a ton of providers, and they're literally going back to handwriting on pen and paper because their system's down and down for months.
Yeah. I think that was what we all saw a little bit of what happened with the Microsoft outage. That wasn't a cyber
Hmm.
attack.
No,
That was just a patch or an update that was
right.
corrupt. But the actual like entail of what happened to the businesses and the people
Hmm.
who use those businesses, like whether you were stuck for a flight or a lot of hospital systems were using, Microsoft based environments that had CloudStrike as a background, and they were going back to pen and paper.
Yeah,
So it's just
it's
cyber
nuts.
is that, but more unexpected, and usually you don't know where it's coming from. So it's like it's just that extrapolated. That's how I would feel about it.
Yeah, and it's even more involved because you've got people who are with the ransomware, they're holding all your data ransom
Yeah.
essentially. And then if they get paid, they're like, "Oh, we got paid, we'll do it again." I mean, it's where does it end, right?
No, it's just a crazy world, and I mean we even understand that world from the equipment side because a lot of ransomware attacks can happen through the medical equipment itself. A lot of
Right.
them talk to the cloud or the internet
Hmm.
systems, and so if it's not a very secure infrastructure, that's just a vulnerability point that people are coming in through. Now I know a lot of manufacturers do a lot of their own just penetration testing and making sure their products are good and safe.
Hmm.
But because our company also can integrate with the medical equipment itself and see how the device is saying it's doing. So it's like, the fridge that's beeping at you because it's going overheating because somebody cracked the door open and didn't close it all the way.
Yeah.
Like it can self sense issues and let you know what's going wrong with it.
Hmm.
So at Uptime Health, we've been integrating with these machines and saying if there's an error code that it's sensing, if we know that's a component that needs to be replaced, let's auto dispatch a technician with the replacement part in hand versus them coming on site, trying to diagnose a problem, realizing it's this certain part, then going back to the shop, maybe spending a day till they come back to you tomorrow with the part in
Yeah.
hand and then fixing it. And so we've had to deal with a lot of just questions around cybersecurity on the way we integrate with devices. And
Hmm.
so to protect against it, we basically say, one, we're not touching any patient data. It's all equipment performance data. So
Yeah.
there's really not a lot of great things to steal already.
Sure.
And then you have the fact that we're doing read only data down to our system because
Hmm.
we're doing the secondary, call it either dispatching or the analysis of what we need to do with that data. So we're all finding ways to create a connected world with less vulnerabilities, but it is
Yeah.
taking like some thought and effort to make sure we do it the right way.